Hi, it's Chris Hallett here, and welcome to the Mindset Matters show. This is our first broadcast, and we're broadcasting live from England, and it's just after 3 o'clock here in England. It's very sunny, it's very warm, which is unusual for England. But that's all about our mindset, about seeing, the beautiful things outside that really exist. Now, as I say, this is the first of our shows, and the intention is to do this weekly, maybe bi-weekly, and we'll see how it goes and see what the best time of day is for you guys. A little bit about me. My name's Chris Hallett. I'm a life and business coach, or as I prefer to say, a life transformation specialist. And what I do is I help you to live the life that you love. So that involves one of two things, because usually in life we've got something in our life we want to get rid of. So unwanted behaviours, beliefs, emotions, the things that drag you down and stop you from achieving what it is you want to achieve. The second thing is that we get you the stuff that you really want. So they teach you how to achieve goals, how to create the behaviours and states that you want to achieve everything in life that you want to. That involves using a whole host of techniques. One of the qualifications I hold is a master hypnotherapist. So that comes into my work from time to time. So today's topic for the show, today's hot topic, in fact, is goals. We all want to achieve things in our life, whether it's in our business life or in our personal life. So what I like to do is to start each of these shows with a quote of the day. Now, one of my passions is 1970s rock music, and living here in England, we have a wealth of history in that area and that genre. And I was very fortunate enough a couple of years ago to be on a train back from London, and I met the great Robert Plant, and I walked into the train carriage, and when you see a celebrity in real life and you think, is that really him? And indeed it was. And literally a month prior to that, I'd seen him live in concert. And we talked about his music, about life in general, about what I did. And he's got a great quote, or at the time he had a great quote on his website. And I talked to him about this. And this is relevant to him and to us, because the one thing that everybody wants from Robert is for a Led Zeppelin reunion. And he's made it quite clear that that's never going to happen. And he said to me, and this is the quote on his website, he said, "Pay homage to the past, but don't build a home in it. Because sure, it influences what we are and who we are, but we don't want to build a home on it because we want to look to the future. And it's looking to the future that we can achieve and, achieve the things that we want to achieve." Today's sponsor for this show is Power Goals Unleashed, and I'll tell you a little bit about that later on. So I really want to focus today on goals. Now, like a lot of people, I was trained in business to write smart objectives. Now, the big problem with objectives or with aims or targets, it depends how you view them, is they're always set way out in the future. And if you think about the word aim, objective, it's all going towards somewhere. And that towards in the future, you never actually quite get there. So what I tend to do is I write them as goals, and I actually teach people on how to write those goals. Now, if you think about a goal, think of it in terms of football, and I don't mind if that's British football, with the round ball. If you're in America, you call it soccer, or football as you know it in America. A goal is something that's already happened. So that's very different to something that you're aiming towards, because it's happened and it's in the past. So up until that ball crosses the line, it's not a goal. And once it's gone in the net or over the bar, it becomes a goal. And that's how I want you to think about goals, and how you write them down, is that it's something that you've already achieved. Now, the big mind shift that I want to talk to you about here is, if you think about a goal that you want to achieve in life, if you believe that you've already achieved that goal, just imagine how different your behaviours would be. So think about it. You've already achieved it. Your behaviours will be very different. So one of the things that, as I said, I do with people is actually teach them how to write goals. Now, the big trouble when you're taught how to do this in business with SMART objectives using the SMART acronym is they don't actually work. So that sounds a bit harsh, I know. But if you think about it, I've been there in the past. I've written SMART objectives and still not achieved them. And it's because of the way that we define them. So what I want you to do from here on is pay particular attention to the language that you use. Make them very specific and meaningful. And just for a moment, flip the table round and imagine that you've already achieved that goal. Now, one of the features of these shows is that I'm going to answer your questions. So if you've got any questions to do with achievement and achievement of goals, or any other mindset matter for that matter, because it'll be a different topic next week, then just pop it in a message to me through Facebook, or you can get me through LinkedIn, and all the details are on my website, and you can go to chris-hallett.com. Now, one of the questions that I'm always asked is, how can we get started on writing goals in this way? Because although I said that SMART goals don't actually work, I still use the SMART acronym, S-M-A-R-T, SMART. So what I do is take that a whole step further and take you through around 14 steps to make sure that you can achieve those goals that you want in life. Now, if you want to get started quickly, what you can do is go to chris-hallett.com/power goals. That's chris-hallett.com/power goals. Oops, sorry, I was looking at that the wrong way round. It's actually a backslash. I get those two confused. It's so easily done. So if you go to that page, I'll ask you for an email address, and then we'll send you some free training resources and teach you and get you started on achieving your goals. So that'll include the Power Goal template, and there'll be some other stuff that we throw your way as well. Okay, so if you have questions, then you can connect with me on Facebook. You can get to me through this Facebook page, the Achievement Centre, and I look forward to seeing you next time.